You've welcomed yourself to your yoga practice. All right. And you're here, you're safe. It's time to be about you, nobody else. So, nowhere else you need to be right now. No one else you need to be thinking about. No one you need to be talking to. This next 75 minutes is yours. So, celebrate it and enjoy it. So, let's get present. From that place of present moment is where stability resides. So let's get in the present so we can let go of that transitional stuff. Okay, so take a nice full breath in, breathe out through an open mouth, and continue with that pattern as you do the practice of getting into present, which is look around and see 3 things that you can name in your room. Dust bunnies don't count. Audible sighs are wonderful. Talk about 3 things that you can hear. And 3 things that you can feel in your body. Sitting bones, temperature of the air on your skin, the clothes, the way they rest gently on your body. And welcome to your present moment. Invite the eyes to close and enjoy a little tour of the inner landscape of your body as you begin to notice if there are areas of tightness or tension that you may need to be careful with today. Not pushing through pain or discomfort, but just acknowledging it as what it is, thanking it for its presence, that it has something to teach you. And breathe into those places and spaces of your body that need that tender, loving care today. I'm coming to the breath body now. Inviting the breath to be natural and normal. Just feel the normal rhythm of your breath, that ebb and flow. Finding gratitude for that life prana, that energy that flows in you. Breathing in and breathing out. And then inviting a little bit of a deeper breath in, softening the belly. So as you breathe in, that belly can then round and pooch out. Maybe the side ribs expand and the chest broadens. And then just let it go. Let go anything that won't serve today. Breathing in, my belly softens and rounds, ribs expand, chest broadens. Maybe even pausing at that top of the breath to allow that prana to just infuse into every cell and tissue of your body. And as you exhale, letting go. Noticing the mind, body while you're breathing. And if it's already thought of 20 different things, see if you can give it a job. Reciting a mantra of your liking, or something like breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. Or my favorite, breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I calm my mind. Distilling that to body, mind. I sent you a poem. I'm going to read it. Be taught now among the trees and rocks how the discarded is woven into shelter. Learn the way things hidden and unspoken slowly proclaim their voice in the world. Find that far inward symmetry to all outward appearances. Apprentice yourself to yourself. Begin to welcome back all you sent away. Be a new annunciation. Make yourself a door through which to be hospitable, even to the stranger in you. It's by David White. And here's what I think he's saying, and it might not be anything that you heard, but just wanted to share this. Be taught now. Be taught now. That just opens it up to say, are you open? Are you willing to listen? Are you open to possibility, leaving expectations behind? Among the trees and rocks, how the discarded is woven into shelter, and how nature will discard its leaves and branches and twigs and The animals will use that for shelter, and they'll create a habitat. Think about when you've walked in the woods and seen habitats made out of discarded nature. But we can do that as well. We can push things away that we don't want, and we can then start to build a shelter around our heart, a wall around our heart. And that cannot serve a purpose for us. Sometimes when we need it emergently, it can help us to take that next step. But as we start to move forward in our journey, we need to see how tightly woven that wall is. It says, learn the way things hidden and unspoken slowly proclaim their voice in the world. So eventually those things that we push away will make themselves known, and they'll make themselves known in our body, in the way we hold ourselves, in the way we move forward, and skillfully navigate those waves of life, right? So the voice is going to be heard whether we create that wall or not. And my favorite line, apprentice yourself to yourself. So an apprentice is somebody that that is open to learning, and the mentor is somebody that will be that gentle teacher. So apprentice yourself to yourself. Who is your teacher? That's you. You are your own best teacher, and you can learn so much from just listening to yourself. So begin to welcome back all that you sent away. See if there's a possibility of creating a little slit in that barrier, that wall that you've created, just to allow, to welcome everything, push nothing away, which is one of my mantras as well. And allow those feelings that you feel to come in, and rather than let them all be in your head and ruminate, make up stories, because the mind is a storyteller, a mind is a problem solver. That's its job. So it's going to start spinning off and ruminating at all kinds of solutions for you, right? That may or might not be helpful. But what the body does is it knows how to heal. So if we open up and let those emotions into our physical self, we can feel those in our body. So, you know, what does fear feel like in your body? Can you place a part of your hands on where that fear feels, or where that anxiety feels in your body, that sometimes hatred or nervousness or regret? Where does that feel in your body? Shame. But where does joy reside in your body? And happiness and glee and those other things too. So allowing our body to feel the sensations of the emotions, it knows how to heal. And it knows how to heal with those through our yoga practice, through our meditation, and through our breath work. Okay, so it's just a beautiful tool to use for allowing those emotions to come in. And then you can be a new enunciation, just announcing yourself as new to the world. Make yourself a door through which to be hospitable even to the stranger in you. So with that slit that's open, there may be things that don't look familiar to you because you pushed them away for so long, but it's like, you know, I want to let you in and dance with all the other emotions that are in there, and just try it, see what it feels like. So I think this poem has a lot to offer and a lot to unpack. It's the way I see it. It may not be the way you see it. But for our practice today, which is stretch into spring, I think about how, you know, through this pandemic and all the, I've had fear, through the fear and uncertainty of everything. It's time now, maybe as we've been vaccinated and spring is here, or getting closer to that, maybe not all of us have, we start to emerge through that dirt and blossom and open up to the sun and open up to new possibilities, shake off the old of that which the stories of who we told ourselves who we are, to make that new enunciation of who I am now and today, and just enjoy that and be present with that is, and doing that in that place of stability and present moment, step to step, day to day, minute to minute. All right. So let's take a moment to just bring our hands to our heart and just be present with ourselves, with each other, as we emerge as that new person. And I will even venture out to say that you emerge as brave and amazing, brave and amazing. And I'm just so grateful for that. So bow your head to your heart, as the heart always should. Try to see if it can be open to any possibilities. And then lower the hands down to your thighs and lift your head up, blink your eyes open. My spring covering, I'm just gonna flip that away. Let it be there. All right, let's just get some movement. Let's check your legs out. Oh, get the knees, give them a little rub, a little massage, a little friction on the side of those knees just to get some circulation back into those legs. Tap the legs, awaken to this spring day where we get rain and clouds and sun. Tap the heart. The legs, rock them back and forth from the top of the leg. Let the feet be floppy. Start to get some movement in this this old jalopy of a body I have here right now today. And then get your sitting bones rooted and grounded. Sit up, lift the heart. Sitting bones should be coming, the spine should be coming nice and evenly out of the pelvis. Full breath in, exhale with an audible. And again, inhale. Next breath in through the nose and in through the nose and out through the nose. See if you can't turn your head over your right shoulder and just turn and see what you can see. The movement in the neck, take another breath in. And as you exhale, come back to center and sweep it around the other side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, look over your shoulder. What is behind you in life? Inhale. And exhale, getting a perspective and just keeping our eyes open all around us. Never know what's on that other side. Lengthen and then lower the chin in the direction of the chest and sweep your right ear over your right shoulder as you extend your left fingertips out to the left side. Stretch and reach a little bit further with those fingertips and really take a moment to notice any tension in the neck. So stretching from earlobe to shoulder. Every breath in, every breath out allows a softening. As you exhale, let those fingers reach, feel that fascia. Turn the palm up and reach the arm back and away. Get a stretch from where the arm and the chest connect. Palm is up. Full breath in, head remains tilted. And then bring that arm forward. Feel that stretch in the back shoulder, the back of the neck. Keep reaching forward as if somebody's pulling your fingertips away from you. And then back to center, lower that hand down and sweep the chin back towards center and let's go the other direction. So pause here just for a moment, spine is long, shoulders square. Reach those right fingertips out to the side, full breath in. Full breath out, just stretching from earlobe to shoulder, shoulder all the way down to those fingertips. Turn that palm up. As you exhale, reach the arm back behind you. Get a nice little stretch down the arm all the way out the fingertips. And then back forward. What do you sense from the inside out? Maintain your awareness on the sensations of your physical body from the inside out. And then come back to center, bring the hand back to your thigh and sweep the chin back to center and lift that head up. Inhale as you roll the shoulders up to your ears and do some big exaggerated shoulder rolls. Up towards the ears, back down, shoulder blades draw together and then roll forward. A couple more, inhale. Notice the sensations that you feel in the back body. What's behind you? And one more, inhale. And exhale. Let's bring those fingertips onto your, together in front of your face. Draw the heels of the hands together and the elbows, press the elbows in the direction of each other as you take the chin in the direction of the chest and come to a little bit of cat pose. Rounding the back shoulders. Lower your elbows down to your belly button and squeeze the forearms and palms together. Feel that wonderful stretch across the back body. And as you inhale, lift back up, lift the elbows in line with shoulders, open the arms out to the side and see if you can blossom like a crocus. I don't know if you've seen any crocus blooming yet, but press the backs of your hands toward each other, lift the heart, keep it out of the lumbar spine, lift from the middle of the chest. So lift up, open. Good. And then come back to fingertips together, heel of the hand, forearms, round the back body, elbows into the belly, into cat, pause here, squeeze toward the midline, And as you inhale, lift back up and open, blossom. Good, enunciation of yourself. Exhale one more time into cat. Forearms together, belly button to elbow, and then open back up again. Full breath in here. Good, and then come back to neutral. Shake those arms out, shake everything out. Now we're going to start a really nice stretch. We've been stretching, but another stretch. So press out through the heels of your hand. All right, so we're going to get stretch across the back of the wrist and reach your right arm up overhead. Take it to the level of comfort. So if your shoulder isn't having it today, keep it at goalpost, or you can take it to a wide V, or upper arm in line with the ear. Push up toward heaven. So press your hand into the ceiling. And then the other hand is going to press down into earth. So push the hand into the mat, press up towards the sky. Feel that nice length of your spine. We're not crescenting yet. We're just keeping it straight. So full breath in here, pushing up, pressing down, and then go the other way. Good. Notice if one side feels a little stickier, a little tighter. Only go as far as the shoulders open to. Good. And then one more time with the breath. So exhale, inhale, and then exhale, inhale. Now imagine you're reaching for a rope. So pull that rope down. So we're going to pull these ropes down and take your elbow back behind on the opposite side. So reach and pull that rope, press the elbow back behind you. One more time, inhale and exhale. Good, now we're gonna take that to a diagonal. So reach that left arm in front of you diagonally, a little stretch. Take your time. If this is moving faster than it feels good in your body, then just slow it down a little bit. Stretch and reach, pull that rope, good. And imagine that the rope is just a half an inch further than your reach, and you're really trying to get that. One more time. Very nice. Did you feel that little stretch in the side body? All right, let's do some lateral stretches now. So left fingertips out to the side, right arm goes to where your shoulder is comfortable. So that could be goalpost, V, or upper arm in line with the ear. You're gonna really root down through this right side. So lift and lengthen, get that length first, keep it rooted, and then crescent over toward the left side. Keep the left shoulder soft. Breath here, and then turn the torso toward the earth for that stretch across those back ribs, just like we did in the rope pull. The same muscles are stretching here. Good. Now come back to center, lift the arm back up, lengthen, draw the belly in, and we're going to twist to the left and lower the right hand down to the left knee. Left arm comes to goalpost now. Palm is facing forward, thumbs pointing at your ear. Lengthen up, and we're going to take this right shoulder toward the right knee as we tip over towards that right knee. You can keep your left hand in goalpost, or maybe reach it up overhead if the shoulder's open for that. And then if you choose, upper arm can come in line with the ear. So this is a big stretch on all sides. I don't know what's not stretching here, but be mindful, be gentle. Good. Lift back up, lower your left arm down, lengthen your spine and untwist. Woo. Shake down. Let's go to the other side. So right fingertips out to the side, reach that left arm up overhead to where it's comfortable for you. Both sides might be really different. Root down through that left side, crescent. Soften the right shoulder. Find your breath, open up between hip and rib, trying to get this nice stretch in the waistline all the way up the arm. Gently turn the torso toward the earth for that back rib stretch. Reach longer with those fingers. See if you can reach those left fingertips a little further. Good. And come back to center. Lift back up, fingertips towards the ceiling, lengthen, belly draws in, twist to the right, and then bring that hand down to the opposite knee, left hand on right knee, right arm to goalpost, palm facing forward, thumb points towards your ear. Lengthen your spine, engage your core, and then take that left shoulder toward the left knee. Pause here. If it's right for you, reach your right arm up overhead, and maybe it comes up in line with the ear. Big stretch on that right side body, right? One more breath. Use your strength to lift back up. Belly draws in as you untwist, lower the arms down. Roll those shoulders out. Shake it out. All right, now we get to get on our backs. Okay, so lay down on your back, have your block and your strap nearby. Okay. We're going to meet in constructive rest. On your back with your knees bent. But you know what? My body's saying I need a full body stretch. So let's meet in a full body stretch. Got to stretch those knees out a little bit. Reach the arms to wherever is comfortable for you. Press out through the heels of your feet. Reach long with the fingertips. See if you can grow your spine a 1/4 inch longer. And then make some circles with your ankles and circles with your wrists. Both directions. Very nice. Okay, lower the arms down. Now we'll bend the knees back up. All right, and extend the opposite arm leg. So it doesn't have to be real straight, but just pick a side, extend the arm and leg, opposite arm leg toward the ceiling, and then switch. Now, some of you may want to take your arm overhead instead of straight toward the ceiling, reach it up overhead. Try that a couple times. And then some of you may want to extend your arm and leg long. So hover that leg down to straighten it and hover it down to the end of the mat. That's going to get the core to activate just a bit. So one more time each way. Good. Next time that right leg is long, keep it there for a moment and then press it out even further. So imagine you're standing on the floor with that right leg. See if you can push the right leg into the floor and reach the left fingertips overhead even a little bit longer. We're looking for that diagonal stretch across the body from fingertip on one side to the heel of the foot on the other side. So stretch and lengthen a little bit more. And then release that. Notice the difference. It's very subtle, but dramatic in the body. And then go the other way. So whatever arm is up, reach it. It could be out to the side. That's okay. But press as if you're trying to get your heel to reach another inch further down. So you're just really stretching and lengthening up, pulling that leg out of the pelvis just a bit. Now see if you can't find that diagonal stretch, working that diagonal fascial line. And one more breath. And then lower the arm down and extend the other leg long. We're going to go into a banana crescent. So if your spine is having a tough time today, just be super gentle with this. Be mindful of going only as far as feels good for you. Take your right leg and slide it to the right side of the mat. Keep your pelvis exactly where it is, locked into the center of the mat, and slide your left leg as close to the right leg as feels okay in your body. Reach the arms out to goalposts. So you've got your palms facing up, your elbows in line with your shoulder. And shimmy your torso over towards the right side. Again, being mindful, take your time. Find your left hand. Left hand stay where it is if it's happy, but if it wants, it can reach over your head and frame your head. All right. One more step if you want it. Find your left foot. Going to take your left ankle and cross it over your right ankle for a really humongous stretch on that whole left side of your body, all the way down the IT band. Undo whatever doesn't feel right in your body. That's all I can say, because this is a big old stretch. And you're going to breathe into this for 5 or 6 breaths. So this is a pose your body will never go into in the course of a regular day. So that's why it might feel like that little stranger knocking on your door. But if it hurts, if it's a painful stranger, send it away. But if it's a interesting, curious one, see if you can invite it in. Find your breath. Stay connected to sensations of your body. Feel that long stretch down your IT band on the side of your thigh. And when you're where your hip and the space between your hip and your ribs. All right, let's undo this. So uncross your ankle, lower your elbow down, bring your torso back to center. And then slowly slide your feet back to center. Bend your knees and bring one or both knees into the chest. Give yourself a little hug, rock back and forth. See if you feel sensation more on that left side rather than the right side. And the right side might be begging for a little attention right now. You're also saying, no. All right, extend your legs long. Slide your left leg to the left side of the mat. Keep your pelvis stationary as you slide your right leg to meet it. Arms come to goalpost. If the right arm wants to slide up overhead, shimmy your torso toward, oops, I should have had you do that first, sorry. Bring your arm back. Shimmy your torso over towards the left side of your mat, and then decide if you want to bring your right arm and frame your head. Stay right here or find your right foot, cross your right foot over your left ankle, and breathe. Notice the IT band, side of the thigh. Notice the psoas muscle, the hip flexors. Notice the space between the pelvis and the ribs, and all those ribs opening up all the way under the arm to the underside of the arm. Breathe into the space. Nice. All right, uncross your legs, lower your elbow down, bring your torso back to center. Slowly bring your legs back to center, bend your knees, and bring those knees in towards the chest. We're realigning that spine a bit. So take your knees away from each other, trying to get the sacroiliac joint to kind of realign and reset. Row your legs. Feel that head of the leg bone rotate in your pelvic socket, and then go the other direction. All right, let's lower those feet down and find your strap. Do a little bit of pelvic tilting here if you're having any lower back discomfort. So imagine that clock on your back side, and 12 o'clock is your lumbar spine, 6 o'clock is your tailbone. So just go rotate back between pressing 12 o'clock, lifting 12 o'clock, and pressing 6 o'clock. Just get a little bit of pelvic tilting going in here. Stretch those muscles out, very subtle muscles of the pelvic region. Okay. All right, bring that, let's start with the right leg. Bring the right leg into your chest and put the strap around the ball of your foot. Bring the knee in the direction of your right shoulder to plug the head of the leg bone into the pelvis. And then lengthen the leg long and reach your arms. We normally don't do this, but see if you can reach your arms long. I'm going to get a stretch in the back body too here. So let the shoulder blades spread across your back and reach the arms high up on your strap. Get a little stretch, press the foot into the strap, strap into the foot, stretch and lengthen the arms. Good. And then slowly slide your hands down the strap as the elbows reach for the floor. All right, the leg is straight. So we're trying to get the leg as straight as possible. So if it's not straight, lower it and only take it as high as you can get straight. Because that's the only way you're going to get the stretch from where it attaches in the sitting bone to behind the knee on the shin bone. So press the foot into strap, strap into foot, press out through the heel of the foot, and try to grow your leg a half an inch longer. So use your muscle energy to create that stretch. Nice passive stretch here. All right, we're going to do some internal and external rotation with this to play around with that hamstring and all the muscles on the side of the leg. So take your strap and put it in your right hand and wrap it around the outside of your right leg and then bring it back on the inside. All right, so you're holding on to both straps. Flex the foot, keep the foot flexed. Now we're gonna externally rotate it. So we're gonna pull the strap, and from the top of the leg bone, not just the ankle or the knee, from the whole leg, we're gonna rotate the entire leg so that now the entire leg, the toes, the knees, and the thigh bone are all trying to point to about 1 o'clock if you were looking at a clock, 1 or 2 o'clock. Keep pressing out through the heel and feel a different sensation. You're not taking it out to the side. You're keeping it straight up. You're just externally rotating it. I feel that a lot of stretch under the back side of my calf. Be careful, Arlene. Take a breath. All right, come back to center, unravel the strap, and we're gonna go the other direction. So now the strap's in my left hand, I'm taking it around the inside of my calf, bringing it to the other side. So now it exited out the outside. And from the top of the leg bone, internally rotate the entire leg. So now the toes are pointing toward 11 o'clock. Big stretch on the outer calf, even along the IT band a bit. Keep pressing out. The more you press out through the heel of your foot and keep the top of the leg bone plugged in, the more sensation you should feel. Take a breath in here. Internal and external rotation, super important for balance of the muscles of your body. So it's a good stretch. All right, come back to center. Hold on to the straps with your right hand again. And extend your left leg long if that feels okay on your back. Get a nice stretch in the hip flexor. Put your hand on your hip point. We want your hip points to point straight up. That's your barometer to tell you whether or not you've rotated your pelvis. Don't rotate your pelvis as you take your right leg out to the right side. So with your hand on the other side, it'll help you serve as a little feedback as to whether you're tipping over or you are really keeping the buttocks connected to the mat, the back of the pelvis in an even way. So that's going to give you a nice stretch on your inner thigh. Take it as far as feels good in your body without rotating the pelvis. Keep pressing the left buttock down as you open up through the right inner thigh. Keep pressing out through the heel. Good. Now, you know, stretches take 20 or 30 seconds to actually let the receptors of the muscle know what's happening. Otherwise, it fights against it and then it releases. So stretching should be nice and slow and easy. Just like when a plant comes out, it doesn't pop out all of a sudden. All right, use your strength to lift up. Put the strap in the left hand. Now the right buttock's going to pop up. Okay, so let the right buttock pop up as you take your leg over to the other side. Maybe the shoulder stays connected to the earth, but don't force it because I don't want you to over twist your spine if it's not ready for it. Feel that stretch all along the outside of your leg. Use your breath. Is your breath craggy or grasping? Can you use your, see if you can't make your breath soft and easy. Put space between your teeth so your jaw is relaxed. This is a tough stretch, I think. All right, and then lift that leg up and swap. Swap your feet out. Good. Bend your knee, bring it over towards your left shoulder. Plug that leg in. Extend the leg long, make it straight. And then once it's straight, bring the foot in the direction of the ceiling. Lift and spread your toes, make sure the leg is long. So each and every breath, try to get a little more length in that hamstring with your muscle energy, straightening it out with your breath. Notice if one side feels a little tighter than the other. All right, let's do that external rotation. So take the strap in your left hand, wrap it around the outside of your leg to the inside. And then from the top of the leg bone, external, give it a little tug. See how that strap helps to do it? Give it a little tug. So now the toes are pointing at 5. What happened? Did you bend your knee or do you need to lower it and straighten it? Maybe then lift it back up. Can you maintain that structure of the external rotation without using the strap? Can you let your muscle energy do it? Or are you using the strap to help it get be the best version of itself? Which we're all trying to do, right? All right, come back to center. Undo the strap, place it around the inside of the leg, come around the outside, give it a little tug, and then use the strap to help internally rotate. Keep it straight. If it's not straight, lower it, and then lift it back up so it's straight. It's going to give you the full stretch of the entire length of that leg and hamstring. Mind your breath. Use your breath. Good. All right. Come back to center. Bring the strap back into the front and bend your knee. Hold on to the strap and let your arms reach long. Get a nice stretch in your shoulders. And then slide the elbows down. I like to snuggle the shoulder blades under the back. Place your right hand on your right hip point, maybe extend the right leg long. And then as you're ready, take that right leg, that left leg out to the left side. Try to keep the pelvis evenly connected to the earth. Very nice. All right, use your muscle energy to lift that leg back up. Bring the strap in the other hand. Cross it over. Allow the hip to lift up off the earth. Left shoulder reaches for the floor but doesn't force. And then if you press out through the heel just a smidgy more, can you really feel different sensation? Those of you who are walkers or runners, you're really going to feel this on the outer edge of your calf, that racing stripe. I think that's the peroneal muscle. Whew, gets really tight. Now use your strength to lift back up and bend the knee. Take the strap off. Give yourself a little hug. Rotate the ankles. Everybody doing okay? All right, good. All right, now put your feet back down on the floor. And we're going to do a little series of inner and outer hip. So right ankle goes on the left knee, but flex the foot. Use your breath, press the knee away. This is that right outer hip. Stay here or lift your right foot up and reach for the back side of your left foot. I'm sorry, lift your left foot up and reach for the back side of your left thigh. Draw that the thighs in towards your chest to enhance the stretch all in that gluteal area and the outer hip. And then rotate just a little bit, tip over a little bit to the left. That'll accentuate that stretch in that outer hip. Good. Come back to center, cross your legs over top of each other, flex both feet. So now your thighs are crossed over top of each other, right thigh on top of left thigh. Both feet are flexed, and then take your feet in the opposite direction of each other. And see if you can hold on to either your thigh, your shin, your ankles, and draw that in towards your chest. These are Gomukhasana legs, cow face legs. And again, tip a little bit over to the left to accentuate that stretch on that right outer hip. Uncross it, lower the feet down, bring the soles of the feet together and come to Baddha Konasana for a middle stretch. So soles of the feet are together, knees are apart. Press the feet in toward each other. Press, press, press the feet. Allow the knees to lift. Take a full breath in, and as you exhale, release the knees down to the earth. Find your breath for a moment. What sensations are speaking to you? And just out of curiosity, what is the mind body doing while you're practicing yoga? Can it stay connected to the sensations of your physical body to give your mind a little break? The mind deserves a break. You deserve a break. All right, hands to the outside edge of your thighs, lift your knees up. Now place your left ankle on top of your right thigh. Flex the foot to protect the knee. Use your muscle energy to press the knee away. Feel the sensation in the left outer hip. You can stay here if you want. If you're looking for more sensation, lift the right foot, reach for the back side of the right thigh, draw it in toward your chest, having any knee pain back off. Keep the feet flexed. That supports the structures around the knee. Tip a little over to the right. Be curious about your body. Use your body as a lab safely. And if you turn the other way, do you feel anything? No, you feel most of us will feel more if we turn toward the right, but maybe you feel more turning to the left. Come back to center. Now cross your left thigh over top of your right thigh. Keep both feet firmly flexed and spread them apart from each other like they're repelling magnets. And then hold on to whatever is available to hold on to and draw it in towards your chest. You might want to just keep your feet on the floor. That's okay too. Squeeze toward the midline. Can you squeeze toward the midline? Activate. Draw those knees in. One more breath. Tip a little to the right. Ooh, that's a big one. And then come back to center. Uncross your legs. Roll over onto your side and press yourself up. Now we've been on our backs for a long time, so let your blood pressure normalize. Take a breath. And when you're ready, I'm a little dizzy. Take a couple breaths here. You hydrating well? When you're ready, stand up. Okay. All right. I'm going to push the camera back a bit. Now have your blocks available. I'm going to put mine here so you can see the side view. Oh, let me go back a little bit further. All right, and let's just do a little loose coat sleeves while everybody's getting themselves together there. Loose coat sleeves. Breathe in through the nose, out through an open mouth. Slow it down, shake it out. Okay. All right. Press the feet into the earth as you stand in mountain pose now. Lengthen your tailbone down toward the floor. Draw the belly in and up. Let's find some length here. So reach the arms up overhead. Good. And then rope pull again. So pull with the left, pull with the right, pull with the left, pull with the right. Just keep pulling that rope a little bit longer each and every stretch. Good. One more each way. Good. All right. Both arms together now. Bring the hands to the heart. Find your mountain pose. We're going to do our pranam. All right. Core strengthening. So shift your weight to the fronts of your feet just a bit and hinge forward from your hip crease. Keep the spine long and tall. Hands slide on the thighs, shins, or blocks. Allow the crown of the head to release toward the floor. Keep that weight shifted toward the fronts of the feet. From here, take your awareness to the top of your thigh bone and press the top of your thigh bone away from you, back toward the back wall, and start to straighten the knees just a little bit, but not if you start to round the back. Good. Feel that nice stretch along the hamstrings. Bend the knees. Bring the hands onto the knees if you need to help your lower back push you up, or hands on the hips, elbows back, lift up to standing. Now let's do this with the breath. All right, I'm going to do pranam 3 times. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. So hands on the thighs, press up and lift the heart. Find length in your spine. With that long spine, hinge forward, forward fold again. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, hands on the thighs or hips, press down through the feet, come to standing. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, get length in the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bowing forward. Hands on the thighs or hips, bend the knees, lift up to standing. Inhale the arms overhead, palms together, and hands down to the heart. Bring your arms to goal post. Find your right hand. Right hand. Right's gonna go over left. All right, you have options of doing eagle arms, how we started with the forearms together, but if the right arm can go over the left, soften your shoulders down, backs of the hands together or palms together, squeezing toward the midline. Wherever you are, squeeze toward the midline. Gently lower the chin slightly towards the chest. Feel that big, huge stretch across the back of the shoulders. Wherever you are is perfect. Inhale, arms overhead, find the other side. Left arm. Left arm's gonna cross over right or forearms come together again, you decide. Squeeze toward the midline, gently tilt the chin. Take your awareness to the back body. Soften your shoulders, stretch across the back. Open the arms out to the side. Lower the arms down, roll the shoulders out. Place your blocks in the middle. We're gonna do a wide forward fold. So you may need to build your blocks to whatever works for you. It can be a high I, a T, or a fat L. I'll make a T. Take a wide stance. I'm gonna really stretch through the lower back and hamstrings here. And this is good for sciatica as well. Get long and tall, engage the core, hinge from your hip crease, slide your hands down your thighs. If this is where you're stopping, that's perfect. But if you'd like to bring your hands to the blocks, wherever is comfortable for you, allow the crown of the head to release toward the earth. Try to get equal weight on all four corners of your feet. Press the thigh bones back. Feel that nice stretch in the back of the hamstrings. And then slowly walk your blocks or your hands over towards your right thigh. So the belly comes closer to that right thigh. Stretch in the side body as well as that hamstring in the back. Another breath here. Come back to center. And then we'll go to the other direction. So the blocks, you can take the blocks with you. You can frame the foot. You can make a T. You can just kind of walk your hands over towards your knee. Try to keep the weight evenly on both feet. And then back to center again. Bend the knees a lot. Hands on the thighs. Press back up to standing. And heel toe walk your feet to the width of your mat with your toes pointing out at a 45-degree angle now. Just a couple of pelvic floor strengthening poses. So we inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, we're gonna actually bend. Inhale, bend the knees, tracking the feet over the ankles, and let the pelvic floor relax, all right? And then as you exhale, squeeze everything together like a flower blossom. In a flower bud. Inhale, blossom. Exhale, squeeze it in and up. Inhale, relax the pelvic floor. Exhale, squeeze. One more inhale, relax. Exhale, squeeze. Come back to goddess. Place the hands on the thighs. You're gonna bring that right shoulder toward the left knee. Getting a stretch across the back, right side body. Come back to center and go the other direction. One more time each way, breathing in and breathing out. Inhale and exhale. Good. Lift back up, straighten the knees, and heel toe walk the feet in toward each other. Now, hopefully you have a wall nearby. This is a really good stretch for this whole side of the body. If you're going to use a wall, I'm going to use the side walls just so you can see better. I'm just going to do one thing here. It's not going to be a long time. So if you need to walk away from the camera, I'll walk you through it. But you're about half a foot to 8 inches away from the wall. And spider finger walk, whatever side is on, walk your arm up overhead to whatever's comfortable for you. Now, being very mindful of your shoulder, what you're going to do here is start to, you can support your weight with the other hand. Start to lean your body into the wall to get a big opening stretch in the shoulder and under the arm. Now, if your shoulder is having injury or you're in PT or it's just not going to do this, just maybe avoid this one and do some more eagle arms. So get that nice stretch across. Press the side ribs into the wall, open up through that shoulder. One more breath here, reach the fingertips long. Support your weight with the other side, just to make it a little more controlled. Walk away and then move to the other side. So spider finger walk your arms up the wall, couple inches, 8 inches from the wall, and then slowly start to lean the ribs into the wall. Get a little bit more opening in that side body. Mind your breath. Stay there for a minute while I go grab my weights. Okay, and then come out of that and grab your weights. Doesn't that one feel like, I've actually corrected a shoulder stiffness with that pose, but I didn't have any injury to my shoulder. So if you have injury, you have to be really careful with that. All right, grab those weights. All right, and let's start with a little bit of wrist work. So turn your palms facing forward, palms facing down. All right, and we're just going to lift and lower the wrists. And while we do that, we're going to lift the heels. So lift and lower the wrists as you stand on your toes, strengthening the calf muscle. So you know what, Arlene, don't do this one. Get that poor little calf a rest. Lift and lower, lift and lower. 2 or 3 more. 2 more. Good. All right. Now, keep the palms facing forward. Get the arms going first. Roll the shoulders back. All right. Palms are facing, palms are facing away from you. Then we're going to turn them forward and bring the fingertips to the shoulders and then turn them away from you because the bicep does all of this action. All right, that's pronate. This is supinate, fingertips to the shoulders. Bicep takes care of all of that. Okay. Keep the elbow relatively locked into the side body. Now you can add some chair squats with this. So shift the weight to the heels of your feet, bend the knees, sink the hips. Okay, little double dose in there. Let's do 3 more. Go as low as you feel comfortable. And 1 more. Now let's take the weights out to the side. Same thing, pronate, supinate, but take the elbows and the weights out to the side just a little bit. Let's do 5 more. Squeeze that bicep muscle. No need to have to squat. Shift that weight to the heels of your feet. Take it out of your knees. 1 more. Good. All right. Roll the shoulders. And we're going to come to warrior 1 legs. All right. So Turn your right toes 45 degrees and step your left foot forward. Take a bend to that front knee. Keep your nice wide base of support with your legs. Squeeze the back glute and send the front shin forward. Also, what you want to do is hinge forward a bit. So we're going to do some weights. We're going to keep it out of our lower back. So diagonal line from the crown of the head to the heel. All right, so you're squeezing the glute. You're sending the front shin forward. You're hinged forward a bit. Roll the shoulders up. Palms face away from you. Eye gaze is looking over the top of your mat. So you're not scrunching your neck up. And then press the weights back slightly together and release, but don't bring it any further than the seam of your back pants. Press back, together, release. Back, together, release. Back. Are you still squeezing that back glute? Sending that front shin forward. Lot going on here. Two more. And last one on this side. Good. Shake it out. Feel that in your triceps. Step back again. All right. So that back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Squeezing that back glute. Front shin is pressing forward. Roll the shoulders back. Hinge forward a bit. Press back, together, release. Back, together, release. Good. Really take your awareness to the back side of the arm. Again, not a muscle we use a whole lot, tends to get weak. So you have to mindfully give it some love and attention. But so important to keep balance for the upper body. Two more. 2 sets of that. Good, last one. Whew, step the back foot forward, shake it out. Okay, bring your feet back to goddess. Take a little bend to those knees. Bring your arms to a 45-degree angle from your body. Thumb is up, palms facing toward the midline. Internally rotate if that's okay with your shoulders. You're not just rotating the wrist. You're from the top of the shoulder, rotating, coming back and lowering down. So up, internally rotate, thumbs up, straighten the knees, arms down. You don't have to bend the knees. Good, rotate, thumbs up, arms down, legs straight. Out, in, up, down, good. Arms up. Keep the arms a little bit lower than the shoulders. Good, 2 more. Rotate and straighten, 1 more. Very nice. Okay. Now, send your right foot back a little bit and bear some weight on your left side. We're going to do the lawnmower pull. All right. So I'm just kind of, my torso weight is kind of supported with my hand on my left leg. All right. So hold on to that weight. Palm faces toward the midline. Eye gazes forward. Try, if you're looking at the camera, try not to. Now just bend your elbow up. So your weight is by your side right ribs. Press the elbow back and squeeze the shoulder blade together. All right, so dangle the arm down, lift it up, press that elbow back and release. Up, elbow presses back and release. Bend the elbow, press it back and release. Good. This is really good for the muscle between the shoulder blades to keep you in a nice upright posture. And can you feel the front glute working a little bit too? Let's do 2 more. Really try to mindfully press your elbow back toward the midline a little bit when you do that, and you'll get more bang for your buck. All right, let's switch sides. So now the right foot's forward, left foot's back. Dangling that left arm, press up, back, and down. Elbow bends, tip it back and down. Up, back, and down. Up. When I say back, I mean just squeeze it toward the midline. So you really accentuate the work that you're doing. Good. That's the thing about yoga and weights. It's a little bit different because there's, to me, from what I've learned from personal trainers and everything else, doing yoga with weights creates a little bit more mindfulness of what the intention of the work is and how you can really need to feel the sensations in your body. I hope to prevent injury too. One more. Good, and release. All right, shake those legs out. And one more. All right. The Peloton move. I'll kneel so you can see better. All right. If this is too much for your shoulders, this should be a lighter weight, Verna, okay? So arms forward. If this hurts your shoulders, don't do it. Bend your thumbs towards your elbows. That should take away the shoulder issue. Lift your elbows up, upper ear in line with the upper arm in line with the ear. Straighten your arms out, and we'll do triceps press. Bend the elbow. Don't hit yourself in the head with the weights 3 times. 2 and 3. Good, and then slowly lower down, keep the elbows bent, and do your elbow press back 1, forward, get the core engaged, 2, and 3. Taking the arms out in front of you with weights requires a lot of core strength. Fingertips, thumbs to the elbows, lift the elbows up, upper arm in line with the ear, arms extend, and bend for triceps press. 2, keep the core engaged, don't arch your back. Draw the belly in and up. Good, now lower the arms, bend the elbows, press back, forward. This is core strength here, back. Our hands are lower than your shoulders. 3, let's do that one more time. All right, thumbs on the elbows, lift the elbows up, reach the arms up, down, up, down. Last one, up. Lower the arms down, bend the elbows, press back, forward, core strong, back, forward, back, forward, and lower. All right, roll the shoulders out. Okay, set your weights down. Shake the arms out, give yourself a little stretch. Take one arm across the other, get that deltoid stretched out. Maybe frame your face. Stretch out through the triceps. Nice, shake it out. Okay, darn it. So much more to do. All right, go ahead and lie down on your back. No, nah. Sit down for just a second, okay? With your legs extended. We have a little bit of time. All right, so you should be sitting on enough cushions that your spine is coming long out of your pelvis. Hands come back behind you. Press your hands into the floor to lengthen your spine. Press out through the heels of your feet. Plug the head of your leg bone into your pelvis. So lengthen, twinkle toes, lift and spread your toes. And then see if you can't push the heel of your hand into the floor to help you to hinge forward, even if it's just a ½ inch. Get that stretch. So press the thigh bones down, press the backs of the legs down, toes toward the nose, and then just start to slowly hinge forward with a straight spine. Big stretch in the hamstrings. Okay, release, soften. Then one more time, flex the feet, press the legs down, lengthen, hinge forward. Good. Lift back up, take the feet wide with the knees bent, hands under the thighs. Lengthen, hinge forward, and then slide the legs down. Good. Lift back up, Bend the knees, get tall, keep a spine straight, hinge forward, maybe a little bit more this time. And then slide the heels down, as long as the back stays straight. Stay here, and if you want, walk your hands forward, a little more stretch, maybe reach for whatever is available. Keep the knees and toes all pointing up. And press back up, walk your feet toward the center. Bend that right leg, hold on to it, draw it in towards your chest. Cross it over the other leg, but doesn't have to, you can keep it on the same side. We're gonna do an open twist, so reach the left arm up, lengthen, gently twist toward the left. Flex that other foot, keep it active. Good for sciatica as well. Nice. Reach that left arm back up, twist to center, and we'll switch sides. Shake your legs. Bend the left leg, hold on to it to get your spine straight to start. Flex the other foot, keep it on the same side or cross it. Reach the right arm up, full breath in, keep the core strong, twist towards the right. And then reach that arm back up overhead again, untwist. And soles of the feet together, knees apart. Just kind of settle into this for a little breath. Hinge forward, straight spine. Find your breath. 2 more, breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I calm my mind. Body, mind. And take your hands to the sides of your knees, lift your knees together, and then slide into lying on your back. And notice right away where you feel a release. Where does your body take that sigh and say, ah. Let your spine release the muscles that might have gotten a little bit of tension in that lower back. And take your feet as wide as the mat as you rock the knees gently side to side. With your feet as wide as the mat, keep your left knee up, but bring your right knee towards your left ankle. Get a stretch across the top of the thigh. Flex that flex the foot firmly so that you can protect the knee. And then let's go the other direction. So rock the knee side to side. And then when you feel ready, take the other knee toward the opposite ankle, keeping that foot really flexed to support that knee. And lifting that knee up, walk the feet together, draw the knees into the chest. Ask yourself what stretch do you still need to do? What would feel good for you right now? Half happy baby typically feels really good right about now. So if you bring your left knee into your shoulder and then either hold on to the back side of the thigh, keeping the knee in the direction of the shoulder, lift the foot up toward the sky. So your knee's at a 90-degree angle, but your thigh bone is resting on your left side of your body. And you can just keep your hands on your thighs, or you can reach your arm to the inside of your left leg, hold on to your ankle or the pinky toe side of your left foot, and use that to help draw the knee a little bit closer to that left shoulder. If you reach your right arm up overhead and flex your right foot, you'll really get that nice stretch on the right side of the body as well. And then we can switch. You don't have to do this. So bring the right knee in the direction of the right shoulder and hands under the thighs as that right foot lifts up toward the sky. Staying here or bringing the right arm to the inside edge of the right leg, holding on to the shin, the ankle, or the pinky toe side of the right foot. Extending the left leg long and reaching the left arm up overhead. Half happy baby, or Baxter Bell would call this the half supine lunge pose. All right, and then doing whatever in your body feels good for the next 2 or 3 or 4 breaths before you settle into your version of Shavasana. It's not going to be a very long one, sorry. So if you know you want a longer Shavasana, just go ahead and turn us off now and stay in Shavasana, or ignore us when we come out, okay? No harm, no foul. Thank you, Katie. Enjoy Shavasana. Just notice how your body feels. If you've created some more length and space, maybe consider the idea of peeling away some of the layers of the shelter you may have created around your heart. Please feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you like, but if you feel ready, just begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Rock your head side to side. Knees side to side until you finally end up on your favorite side. And pause for a moment for that little self-gratitude for taking care of yourself today, being present with you. When you're ready, press your hands into the earth and come to a seat that's comfortable for yourself. Good job. Hands are available to place them in front of your heart. Thank you so much for letting me guide you through your practice today. Just know that all the light and love in my heart honors that same light and love in each of yours. And bring your thumbs to your forehead for continued kind thoughts.